Hello and welcome back to my Bookish Euphoria. My name is Danny, and on this channel I share nothing but bookish content. If you like that type of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and follow for more. So today is Saturday and it's library day, but we're doing library day with a twist. I am going to the library fest in Montgomery to support my friend. My child is still asleep and there's no telling when he's going to wake up. So I'm going to go ahead and go to this event that started probably 30 minutes ago. So I'm about to get dressed. I already got my workout in, getting dressed for today, and heading out there to have me some good fun. I heard there's a mini book sale there, so let's see what hidden gems we can find. All right, it has been a very eventful day. I have been everywhere today. I didn't even think I was going to manage to get everywhere, but I did manage. But first of all, we started off with the library fest. At the library fest, I saw a whole bunch of things. We had line dances, we had bouncy houses, we had people playing chess. It was so welcoming, but it was hot outside, so that was short-lived. But before I left, of course, I did have to check out the book sale in which I grabbed a few books. So I am going to need to set these books outside for a little bit because they do have some slight of an odor and I don't want my other books to be exposed to it. So I'm going to set these outside for a couple of days. If that doesn't help, I'm going to look online and see if there's any other tricks to remove the smell from them because they're in decent condition and I will be giving them to the free library when I'm done. So first up is a series I picked up. I believe it falls into the middle age group, not quite young adult. So I just thought it was pretty cute. I got the first two books in this series. I'm definitely going to make sure that I try to continue the series. I am going off the vibes, the cover. You had the first book in the series, which is Love, Sugar Magic, A Dash of Trouble. Then you have Love, Sugar Magic, A Sprinkle of Spirits. I have no clue what these books are about. I'm going in blind, but I feel like magic is involved, so therefore it is right up my alley. I am going to have to turn off the mommy mode while reading this because I know there's going to be some decisions that are made, but I have read a middle-aged book that actually captivated me, so that's why I picked these two books up. I feel like it's going to keep me entertained. All right, still going in blind with this series. This one is the third book I picked up from the library, which is The Troubled Girls of the Dragomir Academy. I'm here for any type of academy series. I don't know. When you say academy, I automatically go to dark academia. I don't think this is dark academia, but I love a good school vibe academia type book. Of course, there's no cover, but this is what the spine looks like, and I'll post a picture of what the cover looks like. To me, I feel like it was the brothers chosen over her type vibes. She's not the center of attention, he is. That's what the vibes I kept getting from the story. Yes, if you've read this book, please drop in the comments whether or not this is going to be a fun ride or is it just too young for me, being that I am a mother of two grown boys. So I finally caved and got one of N.K. Jemison's books, The City We Became. I'm not sure if this is a series. I do got to go down a rabbit hole, but I've been seeing it at Ollie's for a while now. So I just randomly picked it up. Probably got it for half the amount I would have gotten at Ollie's, but I've been told that it's a good find and that like I said, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole and see if this is a series. That way I can get the rest of the books in the series. If it's a standalone, I love that. I'm here for it. But if it's not, it's all good. I can find the other books in the series, but I just want to make sure if this is the first one, I need to read this one. If not, I need to go find the first book in the series. So those are all the books that I got from the library. Let's move over to the author event that I went to. So they had an author event at New South, that's downtown Montgomery, and I didn't quite see anything that I gravitated to with the local authors, and I didn't even see much that I wanted to get from that bookstore. To me, it was kind of out of my price range, being the time of the month that it is. I only splurge during certain times, and today just wasn't the day to splurge. So I just went and said, put a pin in it, I'll come back and try to find some books that I can purchase from here. But as I was walking out, which I didn't notice when I walked in, was that they were having a book sale themselves. So I ended up getting 3 books total, and they all reminded me of the era in which I grew up in romances when I was a little girl. Books I know good and well I wasn't supposed to be reading, but hey, my mama had them in the house. But it gave me instant vibes of Fabio, and so I had to pick up every one. I've picked up 2 from Lindsay Sands, and they all reference Highlander. This one is Surrender to the Highlander, while this one is Falling for the Highlander. So yeah, I automatically gravitated to these. But I also found this one by Karen Rainey, To Love a Duchess. I'm sort of getting into these. I read one at the beginning of the year that was similar to this. I don't know if it's graphic. That one I read at the beginning of the year was very graphic. I was here for it. And these were written in, I believe, about 2016. So I know they're going to have the historical element, but at the same time, is it going to be really steamy, or are we going to draw it out and I have to use every bit of my imagination to imagine the scene? Which is okay, but definitely got these books because I have that love for that historical fiction that my mom used to have around the house. So today's trip was solely the only thing that was supposed to happen today, but we ended up going to the author event and to the library fest. But we were supposed to go to Second and Charles and have a day of it, but I wanted to hang out with the girls. That's why I did those things at the beginning of the day. So I made this agreement with my kids 2 weeks ago, and not knowing that a penny a page was going on. So when I walked in, I just saw that it was extremely busy. That's it. I just assumed it was just a day. But before we came in, a lady said, "Hey, I just want to let you know that the line is wrapped around." And I'm like, man, we already drove almost 2 hours, so we're just going to go ahead and go and enjoy the day. I wanted my son to see the whole Pokemon setup and the Lego setup. So I just said, I'm just going to make a day of it. So I ended up finding my things. My oldest son finds his things. My youngest son finally finds his things. And we get up in there, and that's when we realized it's penny a page. And I was like, this is Black Friday. Like, this is the Bookish Black Friday. Because I think I sat in that line for an hour. But I got some good books. All right, so when I walked in, I automatically was gravitated to 5 for 15. So I just thought that was just a normal deal. Again, I don't know that penny a page was going on. So I scoped out everything that I could, finding those 5 for 15. So I ended up getting Roxy. Next up, I ended up getting the second book by this author, Caroline O'Donoghue. I have got one at the beginning of the year, which I figured this is the continuation, but it's not labeled that way. But I got All Our Hidden Gifts. So I don't know if this is the first book or if that one's the first book. But it's definitely by the same author, but it's just not titled that they are in the series. So I'm going to do a deep dive on which one I should read first, because I feel like this is the first one because it literally says book 1. I gotta find that book and see if that one says book 2 on the back, because they are very similar. You can see very similar, but I got that one. So I see you girls getting into other type of sports romance, And I'm here for it. You're sharing other books that are out there because I'm literally so sick and tired of the hockey romance trope. So I'm happy to see that there's another type of sports that they're having the romance intertwined. I got Double Apex. So I don't think that this is my first one I've seen that's out there. But what, Formula One? I guess this is the racing trope. I'm here for it. I'm here for fast. I feel like something. I'm gonna keep it PG, but I just feel like they're gonna have a time in this book. Next, there is the Severed Thread. I do have the first book in the series, The Bone Spindle. Yeah. So it's kind of cool to finally find the book discounted, just like I found the first book discounted. So yeah, got this and adding it to my collection. I finally got the old audio for the first book, so I will now be moving over to that one probably later in the year. We'll see when I post my fall TBR. Next, there is Never Vacation with Your Ex. I'm here for a silly time. Because why are you vacationing with your ex? I'm always here for a silly time, and these are some of the books to gravitate to when I have a reading slump. Because one is predictable, two, I'm going to be angry with the pages, but it's more so like, girl, why are you so stupid? But definitely, I'm going to enjoy this. It might not be a 5-star read, but I'm going to enjoy reading it. And lastly, the book that I got for $4.53 because it had 453 pages is none other than Foxglove, the second book. And this is a series called the Belladonna series. I do have Belladonna, so I finally got this one. So now I can move on to Wisteria. But I was collecting it in paperback, so that's why I haven't purchased it, because I keep seeing it in hardback. Yes, I am the type of girl who tries to stay with the same format she purchased. There is some gray area, but I tend to stick to it. Like the books I shared at the beginning, I'm going to be giving those away, so I'm not too worried about those, but I may keep these, so I'm trying to keep them in the same format. So those were the books that I got this weekend. So do you want to hear how much I spent this weekend? We're going to give you a second to put in the comments how much you thought I spent. Go ahead, give me a figure. It's not 3 digits. I'll give you a hint. It's not 3 digits. So can you figure it out? I spent $45, just under $50 with taxes. But I spent $45 on books this weekend. Yes, thank you very much. Pretty proud of myself. It was an eventful weekend. I feel like I supported my community, supported local authors, and of course, saved some money in my bank account. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Of course, I would like for you to comment below what you liked or what you disliked about this video. And of course, stay tuned for more.